Dr. Dorothy Hansen, and I'll be doing tonight's presentation with Mr. Henry Calvin Birch. We are both African leaders on this project, and we'll be unveiling something good yet really powerful to you. Question is, what if something that you use, a necessary service, could tend to become a profitable income source for you? That's what tonight's conversation is going to be about, and I'd encourage you to stick and stay to the end. Don't get distracted tonight, because every word that's going to come out is something that may shift something. This may be what you have been looking for or praying for. But just to put some context into this, let me start with a story. I like using stories, and I think stories tend to sell better. It gives you the perspective. So, like we always start stories, once upon a time, I'm sure you're seeing time in your head. Thank you for that. This story I heard most recently, and it made me believe in what the conversation we're going to have tonight. You see, this story was told of a reverend minister who had spent his years doing sermons, recording sermons, doing outreaches. He had a whole big memories of his recordings, all stored on an external hard drive where he was keeping it, because he was now heading towards the end of his tenure and was willing to give that down to his family, the next generation. A legacy was willing to hand down to the family, so they would know, the children and the generations coming will know what his life was and what his vision was, what his impact was about, so they can follow up in that legacy. And guess what? Like we all do, he saved these beautiful memories on an external hard drive, because it was big. It was a 6 terabyte external hard drive. And nature had a different plan. The rains came, like we are in the rainy season, and on that fateful day, the floods came into his house and actually damaged this external hard drive. It was not just the external hard drive that went when he was telling the story. It was the pain of losing the things on the external hard drive. That day, he said he didn't just lose the data, he literally lost his life that day. That was all the memories that he had collected over his life's course, something he could have passed on, something that someone could have benefited from. That was what was lost that day. And to prevent you from being in that same story, what if you had a solution that could not only give you that security for the data you are generating, because now our world is becoming more and more digital and digitalized. Everything is happening on virtual spaces. What if beyond getting that peace of mind, this could also become an income stream for you? That's the conversation we're about to have tonight, and you're warmly welcome once again to tonight's presentation. So let me take some names in the call and on the call, and then let me welcome some of our leaders who are here and some of our guests who are here. Let me take a few names, and then I'll just jump onto the slides right away. So Mr. Raphael from Casper, you're welcome. Mr. Deborah, it's good to see you here. Thank you so much for making the time. I appreciate it. Uncle Bijou, you're welcome. Mr. Prosper from Kumasi, you're welcome. Cristiano from the USA, you're welcome. Oh, Agatha, you're welcome. Jocelyn from Accra, you're welcome. Elizabeth from Accra, Kumasi, Tema. Yeah. Johnny Bonzi from Tema, you're welcome. Uncle Bijou is from Lashipi. Boss Lady Enyo, it's good to see you here connecting from Ho. Thanks for being here despite the weather concerns happening there. Chris Dell, good to see you. Anthony, Dorcas from Sogakope, Prince from Sunyane, Vivian from Ho. Oh, if you're from any part of the world, it's good to put it in there so we see everybody on there. Henry, Gloria, Victor, Obasima, Rita from Kumasi, it's good to see you here. Emmanuel, it's good to see you on the call. If there are any friends you've told about this call and they are not yet here, kindly remind them that we are taking off and they wouldn't want to miss any part of tonight's presentation. Like I said earlier, I'll be doing this with one of our leaders, Mr. Henry Calvin Birch. You may have seen his face in the beginning of it, and I'll pull him up when it's due. So let's get started. Let's get rolling. Are we recording, please? Yes, all right. Thank you so much. All right. So just to get started, you're going to be seeing and hearing me say Gotbackup a lot on this call. And as I go on with it, you would understand more, because Gotbackup, like you have read on the screen, is turning dreams into reality. Two dreams you're going to be talking about here. Your own digital dreams and your financial dreams, your life dreams. I don't know which one it is. Perhaps it is living in the house that you have built, in the community that you want it to be, in the way that you want it, with a pool in front, a pool at the back, with cameras all around. Perhaps that is your dream. Perhaps yours is traveling the world, seeing the beauty of creations, the mountains, the hills, skydiving. Maybe that is your dream. Or perhaps yours is building a solid family, a family where the mom is able to give all the care and attention to your children and build a very stable family, and be able to provide for all of them? Or is it that you are preparing towards that time when you are not working again, when your funds are not coming in actively, how you are preparing for that time? Because now, more than ever, since the internet came, it's become easy for ordinary people to leverage systems and build wealth. Young people are becoming wealthy because there are systems that if you plug in, you could just turn your financial futures around. Those are the conversations you're going to be having today. And Gotbackup is here to help every single person to turn their dreams into reality. It's here to empower everyone. The same energy and effort, the same commitment you put into your 9-to-5 job. Gotbackup says that commitment, if you put it into something that you can control, leveraging a system that they have for individuals, families, business organizations, you could start turning your dreams into reality. The financial dream have been spoken about, your digital dreams. Now, data in this digital world, I'm not talking about internet data, I'm talking about data in terms of photos, videos, documents, files have become something of essence. Data has become gold in our era. Individuals have personal data. You have your school set, your birth set, your Ghana card, your passport picture, everything digitalized. Families are taking photos and photos from childhood as you grow through your life. Businesses are documenting everything so that they can make better stats and make better projections. Data has become something that you cannot do without. So for anybody who falls in these categories, Gotbackup is here to secure those dreams so you don't have to lose it, like the pastor who I mentioned in the story when I started with. So who are they and what are they offering, and what is it that they are offering that is different? Let me tell you a bit about the organization Gotbackup. Gotbackup is a product of a 30-year-old company called Global Virtual Opportunities. Gotbackup offers you a secure cloud storage space for individuals, businesses, organizations at unbelievable prices, and we'll get into it as the presentation goes on. And in addition to this, it offers you a profitable strategic partnership program, which I think you shouldn't miss out in this presentation because that's what we'll be talking about. Global Virtual Opportunities is a multi-million-dollar internet marketing software development company. In 1997, when they started, they have been into building servers. If you know a bit about data storage, previously data storage was something of big organizations. It was not personal data. Those times it was companies who stored data. Gotbackup has been in the business of building servers for organizations of that caliber for some time since then. But if you agree with me, data storage has evolved so quickly. We started from the days of the diskettes. I don't know whether you were privileged to see a diskette then. That time the CPU was huge and you push it in and you push it out. That's the diskette. Then we quickly evolved to a CD, then DVD, then Blu-ray. Then soon after that, the pen drives came in. Pen drives came from 256. You thought MB. It used to be the coolest pen drive. Then 1 gig came. 1 gig we thought could carry so many movies. I mean, how much data can you put on a 1 gigabyte pen drive in this era? Pen drives have evolved now, 64 gigabyte pen drive. And now we phased it out. External hard drives came in for storing data. External hard drive, 1 TB, 6 TB. Now they are phasing out. Data storage is moving into the cloud. The future of data storage now is in the cloud. Because for all of these I've mentioned, these physical devices, either a scratch, a virus, a corruption, a drop, then you lose your data once again. So the future of data storage has moved into the cloud. So Global Virtual Opportunities birthed, knowing the trend happening in the world, its cloud storage service called Gotbackup. So Gotbackup was birthed in April of 2023. It's barely 3 years old in the market. It's the newest kid in the cloud storage market. And if you know about new kids, they solve the other problems the others do not do. So Global Virtual Opportunities, the mother company, is about 30 years old. Gotbackup is just 3 years old on this market. This is the physical location of Global Virtual Opportunities, the organization that's birthed Gotbackup. And you may take a screenshot of this. Perhaps you would be wondering whether they are a real company. In this era of AI, sometimes it's hard to believe what's happening elsewhere. You may think they are computers doing this, but there's a whole physical infrastructure with real human beings behind there who are running this organization. So just to tell you a bit about it, perhaps towards the end, I would play a video so you can see what happens inside the data center of Gotbackup. When we say cloud storage, your data is not hanging in the clouds, it's in an infrastructure. Perhaps this will give you a view of what happens inside the cloud storage industry. This is the team behind Gotbackup. The CEO, Mr. Joe Therian, his wife, Miss Eugenia Antanova, COO, and technical people who are into building servers, building cloud storage, ensuring it is compatible with devices, ensuring it's working globally, and everything you need to make the service efficient. We had the privilege of hosting the CEO and his wife in Ghana here last November, and it was a big event. We'll show you some pictures of it towards the end. We filled up the biggest room in Menswick Hotel in East Legon. It was an 800-seater. We did about 1,002 people coming in there just to see the revolution that was happening with cloud storage in Ghana. These are the technical people. And like in organizations now, if you want to be efficient, you need an AI to do some of the things. So Gotbackup has a video assistant called Terra, who does those things for them. Any organization that intends to be competitive, you can't run without a board of directors, people with different expertise guiding the work that you're doing. Gotbackup has a solid board membership, people from Canada, Italy, France, with different expertise covering those markets, people who are into the business of cloud storage, people who are into the marketing of cloud storage, people who are into other aspects. And I'm sure you can see on the screen a familiar name if you are Ghanaian on the board. Dr. Kweku Ohene-Asare is a Ghanaian, the only Black African on this board of directors. A bit about him. Dr. Asare is a professor in 4 universities across the world, 2 in UK, Warwick, De Montfort, 1 in South Africa, Joburg University, and then University of Ghana Business School. I had the privilege of sitting under his tutelage, and that's how I got to know about this. His background is into cloud computing, data analytics, machine learning, AI. He has certification from MIT and other institutions. So on this board, he's the technical eye on it. And if you're an African, sometimes when something new comes, you wonder who are those behind it. Well, we have an African on this board, and he's guiding not only the technical aspect, but looking out for what's good for the continent of Africa to make this usable for us here. So they are physical, real human beings on the board of directors of Gotbackup. So before I get onto the next slide, kindly permit me to give you a view of what happens in the cloud storage, Gotbackup's data center. And before I come into the conversation of why are we even talking about cloud storage right now, please give me a minute. I'll switch back to the slides in a bit when I give you this. Give me a minute, please.
Hey guys, welcome to the corporate office of Gotbackup. Now everybody wants to know, are we super secure? And how do we offer such an amazing service at such a low price? So this is in our tech room. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take you on a tour of our server room to show you just how secure it is, and we welcome you into the family. So let's go over to the server room. So the first thing I wanna explain to you guys is that we're fully PCI compliant. For physical PCI compliance, what does that mean? It means we're allowed to physically store credit cards in our data center because we're uber secure. So we've passed all the tests for that, and we're legally allowed to store credit cards and your storage. So one of the first requirements for PCI compliance is you have to have 2 coded doors before you get into your server room. We also, as a company, like to have fun, so we call it Area 51. So anyway, I'm going to code this door with my back here so you guys can't see what the code is. Come in this way. This is a simple inventory room, guys. We build servers here and so forth. And then our second coded door is over here, okay? And so we have a coded door here as well to get into the server room. So here we are in the server room, guys. This is where all the magic happens. So couple of things people ask. Joel, how secure is my data, and could you ever lose our data? So as an example, let's come here. It's impossible to lose your data, and here's why. If you look at this storage array, and we have, hundreds of storage arrays in here, there's 14 hard drives across this storage array. 4 of these hard drives could fail, which statistically never happens, but let's say it did. 4 of these hard drives need to fail before we start to lose some data. But guess what? We're not going to lose any data because this is striped to here. This whole rack of hard drives here is copied here. Just the same here. All these hard drives here are copied here. So there's not a single point of failure relative to your data. There's also no single point of failure in the server room. As an example, there's A power and B power. Every server is plugged into A power. Every server is plugged into B power. Also, relative to cooling of this room, if you come over here, you'll see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 air conditioners in this server room. So the air is never going to be a problem. The other thing as well is we're very, very efficient. If you look up at the ceiling, let's come back over here, you'll see vents up there, and the cold air is strategically placed in front of the servers here, so it sucks in all the cold air, and it goes over into the hot aisle behind this wall here. So very, very efficient server room as well. And finally, if God forbid there was ever a fire in this room, we have here what's called a fire suppression system. What this system does, it's just a bunch of electronics behind here, but we can open it up, okay, is if God forbid there was a fire, and in 25 years there's never been a fire, but it will snuff out all the oxygen in this room. If there's no oxygen, then the fire goes out, right? So we don't use water to destroy the equipment. So that's the basics of the server room. Super, super secure and super redundant relative to your data. So the other aspect to security is we use the exact same security as Amazon, as Google, as all the big players, Microsoft. It's patented security, it's military grade, 256-bit encryption security. So your stuff is very secure. So let's come out of the server room for now. And I also want to explain, if God forbid, a bomb dropped on this building, a hurricane came in, whatever, a flood, which statistically is impossible, but if it did happen, we also back up all of your cloud data to a third-party data center just in case something ever happened to this building. And again, it's never happened, but you just never know, right?
All right. So that is a data center, and this is Gotbackup's data center. And that was our CEO giving you the tour of the data center of Gotbackup. So let's get back into the conversation. The slides am I showing? Okay, right. Great. So why are we talking about cloud storage tonight? And why is there some excitement around it? Guys, now more than ever in the world we find ourselves, we are so interconnected, and not only are we interconnected, we are generating so much data at unprecedented rates that our devices cannot hold anymore. That's why now your phone doesn't come with a memory card slot, because what you are generating is even bigger than what your memory card slot can have. Data says we generate approximately 402 million terabytes of data every single day, not every week, not every month, every single day. From which sources? Social media interactions, everything happening on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Threads, X, all that is generating data. This conversation we are having right now, this online meeting we are having is generating data, and everything in every industry is getting digital. Schooling is going digital, healthcare is going digital, banking is going digital, transportation is going digital, even shopping is going digital. Everything is producing data. data has become the new oil. And when data is created, it needs to be stored somewhere. So there are boundless opportunities with data storage. Surprisingly, in the world, we have less than 20 service providers for these 402 million terabytes of data we are generating on a daily basis. There is opportunity for data storage, and that's where Gotbackup comes in with a solution. Are there others? Yes, but let me show you what Gotbackup is doing differently. That's getting the world to switch to it. These are the same thing. You can put this in Google and you may get the same output. And like I said, from social media uploads, streaming services like you and I are on right now, and Internet of Things. That's how much data we are generating as this year, 2022, 2024, 2025. What is it going to be in the next few years? Are you going to be creating less content, less data? It's just going to keep growing bigger and bigger, all because we are all reliant on this device. All of us have become, like it or not, addicts to this device. And these are a few stats about how we use the mobile phone and how frequently we use them. One of the stats that blows my mind is the fact that we touch or attend to this device almost 160 times every single day, perhaps more than 160 times a day. And I believe if you got to work today and you realize you didn't have your phone, your day will be the most boring day ever. Like you will feel out of sorts because this device is not there. You are so attached to this device that it's about the first thing you pick after waking up in the morning. And tonight, I'm sure if you get to say your prayers, this will be the last thing you drop, or you drop it while sleeping. That's how attached you've come to this device. And these devices are so delicate. They're so delicate. So the first thing you buy after buying your phone is a case. You want to protect the outside. Then you buy a screen protector because you want to protect the screen. What about the things inside the phone? What about the things you are storing on the device? Gotbackup leverages two trends in this conversation that we're starting. Because in the world now, there are over 15 billion smartphones in the world. Please help me in the chat box. I've been speaking alone. How many smartphones do you have? How many laptops or tablets do you have? I have 2 smartphones and a laptop. How many devices do you have? I mean, this 15 billion was as at 2 years ago, 2024. Stat says it will increase by 6.38 billion more in the next 3 years. The devices are becoming plenty. They are more than the human beings on the world. And we use the devices everywhere. I mean, it's no respecter of age or class or race or everywhere. Go to the village, you see a smartphone. In the city, you see it. In the market, you see it. In corporate world, you see it. In schools, you see it. Everywhere you go, everybody's holding a smartphone. And for everything that there's a good market and high demand, financial success is attached to it. And that's why everybody doing something with a smartphone is doing well. They are all doing well. And that's why this trend is growing. But another thing surprises me about data loss, and thanks for your responses coming in. I think I've seen a few responses about the smartphones. Let me see what I have there. Okay, I'll just come back to it later. So the interesting thing about the data we are creating now, this 402 million terabytes, is data is being lost at about the same rate. The size of data we are creating, data is being lost at about the same rate. And stats says about 45% of cell phone users have accidentally damaged their phone and lost their data. Sometimes it's just a slip. Or if you are not fortunate, like my friend lost her phone about a month ago. It was her friend's daughter who was using the phone and the battery went off. You know, this generation, when the battery goes off, they just fly your phone. And that was how she lost almost everything she had stored on her phone. She was someone who does online business. All her data was on her phone. She could retrieve just a bit of it. And that's how she lost her data. What if she had a service that could give her that peace of mind? About 5,700 screens are cracked every hour. What would be tied to you if it's a Samsung screen? And I know a Samsung screen could buy another phone. And yes, you can buy another phone, but will you be able to get the things on your phone back? A laptop or a cell phone is stolen every 43 seconds somewhere in the world. People are really looking for solutions that you can keep your data, your videos, your documents, your photos, the music, the content you've so hard worked to create away from your smart device so that no matter what happens to it, you will definitely get your data back. Some people have kept beautiful content on social media handles, and it will just take them locking your handle once and years of work is gone. what backup do you have for all that data that you are creating? Can you get them back if they're taken off the handles? People are looking for solutions, and that's where Gotbackup comes in with an amazing solution for everyone. Beyond the laptop, beyond the cell phones, data loss from computers also happen. And this mostly happens for companies. Sometimes it's just a hardware failure or a software corruption and you lose data. What if you could have something that could back up your computer? That's where we are coming to. And let me introduce you to my newest favorite data storage solutions. Look, there are some already on the market. There are other cloud storage services on the market. You may be using some already. Google Drive for Android users. If you're an iPhone user, iCloud. Perhaps you know also of Dropbox, OneDrive. Yes, I was previously using 3 of them until I found Gotbackup. And Gotbackup gives unbeatable value, reason why the world is switching to use the services of Gotbackup. And we're going to get into it in the next slide. So when it comes to data storage, there are 2 things people ask about. Because when you get to that point where you are getting notification that memory full, delete, or iCloud storage full, upgrade, you have mostly 2 decisions to do. Either you delete precious things you really wish you would not touch, or you upgrade. And when you're upgrading, which service are you going to upgrade to? One that offers you the solution you are looking for, just that, or one that offers you more than that. This is how Gotbackup compares with the competitors. And there are 2 things we look at here. I mean, most people will be looking for, how much is it? And is it as secure? Let's get into those 2 first, because I'm sure you've read what is already on the screen. When it comes to price, let's start with size first. On the market now, the popular competitors, iCloud, Dropbox, Google Drive, they offer cloud storage services. And just for a little background, cloud storage services they are internet-based services and they are all subscription-based. It's either you are doing monthly or you are doing annuals. Annual subscriptions are best most of the time because you get some leverage of maybe 2 months off, or you get some discounts for a couple of months on it. On the annual subscription currently, Dropbox, iCloud, Google Drive do a 2 terabytes size, 2,000 gigabytes of space per annum. Gotbackup does 6 terabytes, 6,000 gigabytes of space per annum. It's 3 times the size of space that our competitors offer on annual subscription. But the others also do a 6 terabytes. So just to be fair, we'll compare 6 terabytes to 6 terabytes across our competitors. And you can see clearly on the price size that Gotbackup is 4 times cheaper, less expensive than iCloud, 3 times less expensive than Google Drive, and 3.5 times less expensive than Dropbox. That is unbeatable value for money on one side. But in addition to it, Gotbackup, if you think the 6 terabytes is too big for you, you can share with 6 other users. You can give someone 1 terabyte, you give another person 1 terabyte. You can divide it 5 more times in addition to your account, and each person will get their username and their password. Unlike iCloud, and I know a lot of ladies like iCloud, unlike iCloud, which works mostly on MacBook and iPhones, and if you are not an Apple user, there's no way you can use their cloud storage service. Gotbackup works on multiple operating systems. So whether it's an Android phone you use, an iPhone you use, a Windows laptop you use, or a MacBook you use, Gotbackup works on it and to back up every single thing you have on these devices. It does something on laptops that no other cloud storage service does. I mean, most people back up their computer data on external hard drives. What if it fails? What if something happens to it? Gotbackup on your laptop literally clones the C drive of your machine. It clones the C drive of your machine. So no matter what happens to your machine within an hour, because it does hourly incremental backup, so long as you're connected to the internet, every hour, whatever work you are doing on your PC is going onto the cloud so that you cannot lose any data within the period of you using the laptop. No other cloud storage service that's for you. All the others back up particular folders you give it. Gotbackup backs up, in fact, your PC and your smart devices. So if you have 2 phones, 1 tablet, 2 laptops, just with your single 1 account, install Gotbackup on all of these devices, and Gotbackup will do justice to backing up all your data. This is what we are calling unbeatable value for money. It's 6 terabytes of space, 6 users, multiple operating systems, unlimited devices. There would have been no way Someone who likes iCloud, iPhones like myself would have gotten a service that will back up my computer in addition to it because I like the HP laptop. There's no way. But Gotbackup allows me to back up my iPhones and my HP laptop securely on my cloud service. And the next thing will be, how secure is it? But before we get there, everything you see in green is what Gotbackup is giving you for cloud storage. It's 6 terabytes of space, 6 accounts, multiple operating systems. But our competitors are doing 2 TB, 1 account, all of 1 operating system. This is value for money. In addition to this cloud service, Gotbackup also has an email system built in for you. You can send bulk emails, personalized and automated emails. So here, if you get to send about up to 10,000 emails with the click of a button. So if you're a company, a school, an organization who sends multiple emails, you just have to use the algorithm in the system, create a campaign, and then you can send it. And everybody gets a personalized email. So everybody gets it in their name, like, hello, Amma, hello, Felix, hello, Kojo, hello, Ismebia, hello. You just get it in your name and you can automate the email. So you can set it ahead of time. So if you send emails on every Friday, just set the date and the time you wanted to send. This will be done for you. This could have cost you extra dollars, but Gotbackup gives this to you at $0 per annum because this is already a service that they are providing for companies to use, and you have the privilege of getting it for free as a Gotbackup cloud storage service user. I've said some of these things, and in addition to that, the most interesting thing I would say on this slide is the security. Gotbackup uses the advanced encryption standard 256-bit military-grade encryption. This is the highest level of security you get with your data. You may have seen it in the videos that were playing ahead and when the CEO demonstrated it. This is the same level of security that Amazon, Google, the others are using. So if you are using Google Drive and iCloud and you've not questioned what kind of security it is, you don't have a problem with Gotbackup security because that's the highest level of security it is. Let me just tell you a bit about that. In the world of encryption, nobody has been able to hack yet a 128-bit. This is 2x, that's security, and that's how secure your data is with Gotbackup. Gotbackup has other plugins when you are on cloud. It gives you a whole workspace when you are on cloud. So if you open a Word document on Gotbackup Cloud, you not only get the tools with Word, you get a speech-to-type system, you get an AI system that can read your document to you, you get Translate, you get Zotero, you get Mendeley. If there are any of these things that you use as a researcher, you have all of this on Gotbackup Cloud. And if I get some time, I'll demonstrate that to you. Gotbackup is, once again, the only cloud storage service that offers you tools that make you efficient online. Tools that will make you efficient online. You know, in this era where everything is happening on digital spaces, if you are not online, the people you are looking for to do business are looking for you. And these are the tools that some people are using to become efficient online. I would like to demonstrate just one of them to you. I don't know if the link can be shared. Can you help me with that? Memory Place. I'll speak about Memory Place. All right, let me just share a link with you right now. Wherever you are, I'd like you to participate in this. Okay, just do this for me briefly.
Just dropped it in the chat room. The link is in the chat room.
Okay, thank you so much. The link is in the chat box. Let me explain how Gotbackup, the Memory Place of Gotbackup works. Let me just get to you. If you can click on the link, or you can scan this QR code. I'll describe what Memory Place is. And this is what happens inside the Gotbackup system. All right, so I'm going to show you a QR code. So assuming you are, kindly scan this QR code. I'll give you the instructions thereafter. After scanning it, it will take you to a platform that is going to ask you to upload a photo. Wherever you are, just take a selfie and upload it. I'll show you how this works. So this is one of the tools that Gotbackup uses. These are the tools that people are using to be efficient online. It's called Memory Place. Assuming you organize an event, are we all good, Mr. Birch, please?
Yes.
Yes, all right, thank you so much. Okay. So this Memory Place allows you to create a virtual album on cloud, on a cloud space. Okay, so imagine you organize the party this weekend. So mostly after the party, everybody is sending you pictures and it's loading your WhatsApp, and that's what's going to fill up your phone. But if you had this system, the Memory Place, it allows you to create this QR code, a link that anybody who attended gets to take a picture and upload it onto a virtual album, sparing your phone that heavy load of pictures that you may or may not be interested in. So let's try it real time. I mean, at the end of the presentation, we'll show you what the album has created. And when everybody takes a photo and they upload it onto the cloud, at the end of the event, everybody who came gets to participate in the album. Once you uploaded a photo, there's some echo. Once you uploaded a photo onto the QR code, the virtual album, you get to participate in it. So me, I'm the organizer of the event. At the end of the day, I go to the album, I see all the pictures because you may not see everybody, you might not be able to interact with everybody. But with this, everybody helps you to create a memory place that you will not forget all the interactions, and you get to select any of the photos that you are really interested in. And everybody who also participated in it also gets to see more pictures. And this creates an album that you can actually share with even people who may have missed the event. And this not only creates a beautiful album and a place where you can share memories, but also allows you to also get people to look at what Gotbackup is, which I'll talk about in a few minutes. So this is Memory Place. Every photographer, every event creator, you would need this. This is what people put on the tables for people to scan so that they can upload. This time it's not just a program. They get to be part of creating an album that you get to participate in. And this is just one of the tools Gotbackup uses. Let me go back to my slide because there's another one that I really, really like. And I think it's called the Viduba. These are 5 tools, okay? Viduba works in a better way than Vimeo. You see, if you are someone who's a content creator, you mostly have, or someone who's on social media, you mostly have more than one handle. You have a Facebook, you have an Instagram, you have perhaps a TikTok. And mostly you have to create one photo, one video, and post them individually on your handles. Viduba allows you to put all these handles on one video platform so that when you shoot one video, which you can edit, you can post them on all the platforms at once. You don't have to do it individually. And this saves you time and makes you even more efficient. Sometimes you wonder how people are all over the place at one time. They are using some tools. And Gotbackup offers you this at a price that beats every other service doing this. Together as one, I mean, individually could cost you more than $2,000 per annum, but Gotbackup has put it together at a $500 per annum package. But it gets even better for you, a Gotbackup cloud service user. On the Pro, you don't get it at $500, you get it at $200 per annum. All of this from $2,000 slashed down to $200 per annum. And these are tools that will make you even more than that. And trust me, a lot of people are going wild. These are not the other tools. There's another one, Marco Max, which is amazing. And other tools, once you get onto Gotbackup Cloud Service, we will tell you about. So Gotbackup is beyond the cloud storage service. It is currently in 165 countries in the world. Sorry, my slide is not moving, it's frozen. It's in 165 countries in the world, and my country, Ghana, got onto the project as country number 82 through Dr. Kweku Ohene Asari. And he got onto the project July of the project, just 3 months after Gotbackup had been launched. And you think 3 months is just enough time for us to be positioned, perhaps country number 30 or so, but well, 81 countries were looking for a service like this, and that's how fast Gotbackup has been spreading across the world. There are 195 countries in the world, and in just 3 years, Gotbackup has covered almost 80% of the countries in the world. Really, it's everywhere you go, soon to be the household name for digital storage. And that's how fast we are going. This is their mantra. You should never, ever, ever have to lose your data ever again. Over 98% of the work is done for you. It's a mobile app. It's a desktop app. You just download the app through the person who invited you. You can purchase the service and then be part of this family. Beyond this, Gotbackup is doing something that is turning dreams into reality. I started with a conversation that what if a necessary service becomes an income source? This is a service everybody who uses a smart device needs. They just don't know about it. But in addition to this, Gotbackup has added a strategic partnership program, which is profitable for everybody who uses the service of Gotbackup. And to take us through that part, the second global trend Gotbackup leverages on, kindly help me welcome back Mr. Henry Calvin Birch to take us through it. Mr. Henry Calvin Birch is one of our African leaders on this project. He opened Liberia to this project. He's not doing this project alone. He's on it with his beautiful wife and his entire family. including his teenage daughter who is doing the project, and you would understand why this is happening when he starts giving the conversation about how to be a strategic partner. So ladies and gentlemen, please put some reactions in whilst we welcome Mr. Henry Calvin Bush to take us through the second part. Thank you so much for your audience. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you, Doc. Thank you so much. That was a wonderful presentation. But don't go away. You asked us to take a selfie, and yeah, we did. We uploaded. What happens? What next?
There's a link. Let me put the second link
I hope
inside.
everyone has taken a picture. If it's not the selfie, take a picture of something and just upload to the QR code that was provided or the link that was placed in the chat. All right, so you see something in real time. So all of those pictures, if they have been uploaded, it has been collated in one album. So if we have 300 people on a call right now and everyone uploaded about 5 pictures, everything will be up in that album. That is the magic of Memory Place. So can we see the Memory Place now? If before I go to the strategic partnership bit.
Sure, give me a minute. Let me go back in there.
Oh, I can continue probably before we close. You would have been set up, or you ready now? Okay, sharing the screen.
Okay. I think before we close, so we can just save some time, I'll be set up for it. Let me stop sharing, please. I'll get it up before we close, so you can go ahead, please.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. So thank you. So those, if you enjoy the service, if you like this presentation, what Dr. Hansen just gave to us, I wanted to give some reaction, show some reaction, thumbs up, love, heart, whatever it is. Let's know that she was appreciated, and a big thank you to Dr. Hansen, and she's a top leader on this project, and we really appreciate you. Well, what I want to share right now is the other bit of what Gotbackup offers, besides the wonderful cloud service that Gotbackup makes sure that everybody gets, okay, that we live our digital dream. That the digital dream is making sure that our digital assets, like our photos, videos, audios, pictures, documents, are all safely, kept cloud, and we can have actually where go. Gotbackup also has a partnership offer. So any user of Gotbackup says we want to take over the world. We want to reach out to the world, but we can only do this not by ourselves, but with the subscribers, with our partners who are subscribers, who are users of our products and our service. So everybody knows somebody that will be that will want to back up their phones, their laptop, their iPad to secure them. It's for some, it's a really big blow if tomorrow they lose their phone because they have everything on it and it's not secure. And someone could go, could lose 20, 30, 40 years of work if they lose a gadget, maybe their computer, and it is not funny. So data loss is a serious business. So we can, however, by having used the service, Gotbackup is offering this strategic partnership, and this is purely optional. Okay, you can take it on, or you can just enjoy your service. Or why not? You can tell Gotbackup, why not? You want to reach out to the world? I have friends, relatives, colleagues, classmates, far and wide, neighbors that will need this, and I wouldn't mind letting them know about this, okay? And Gotbackup is the only cloud storage service that pays. And so you can make some supplemental income, extra income, alternative residual, or you can call it your side hustle, whatever it is. Gotbackup uses a simple system to get this, to the world and let the world benefit from it. Now, why should you have a look at what we're talking about? You know why? Because from 2030, it would blow your mind. I don't think it would. Where online, if you're not online right now, then you're under the rock. See in this illustrations here, on this illustration here on the screen, where online came from up to the top, and why the next slide, the industry, the company in this industry, why they are where they are. Don't blink, just watch online. 0% from 1930. No movement yet, 1955. 1960, in the 60s, no movement for online. 1970, in the 70s, no movement. In the 80s, no movement. Then came the 90s and the 2000s. When after millennium, see what happened. The online, over 60% of the world, of people in the world right now, they are online. So if you are not there, you can imagine what you are missing. That is why we're having this conversation tonight. You could be very grateful to the person who invited you, because we're going to show you something that can give you some information of immense value that can add to your 2026 source of income. On the screens is the value of the cloud storage. Before, you saw where online came from, the bottom up to the top. They are there. This trajectory of from 2017 going up, you see, look at the graph there. Why that happened is because of where people are spending all their time right now, and it's online. It's up in the cloud. So this data shows that there is so much prospects. There's a lot of prospects for this in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, in the next 20 years. And you want to be in this space. You want to get a little piece of the pie. Why? Because a slice of something big is worth far more than all of something small. Let's use this example. How much juice can you make with a slice of a big watermelon? All right, and a full grape. One grape, small one. I gave you one full grape and a slice. How much juice can you make? How much more? Which will give you more juice? Of course, it's the slice of the watermelon, not the full grape, right? That is why you want to be on this, because you just need a slice in this industry. Right now, the projection says by 2035, the cloud storage market is going to be worth over 3.5 trillion US dollars. Unbelievable. So if you are part of this right now, you are in the right place. If you are not part of this right now, you are still on the right call, because this call can connect you to being a part of a project like this with so much promise, and has a really great future. Now, how can you get started, on the Gotbackup service or project? Simple. Just Gotbackup has a subscription for, you saw the different packages, right? The family package will give you 6 terabytes of cloud space, which 6 people can use. A family of 6 can use it, 1 terabyte each, or you can decide give some 200 gigabyte, 300 gigabyte, whatever. How much is that per year? That's $100 a year. Technically, it's 99.97, but let's call it $100 a year. And if you want to take part in the strategic partnership bid, it's $20 more. So the total is going to be $120. Now, Gotbackup strategic partnership, I think anyone that is using the service should partake in the project. Why? Because if you're using the service and you're enjoying it, backing up all your files, your data, your brother walks into your home over the weekend and he is devastated. And you say, what happened, Kofi? And he said, I lost my computer and I lost everything on it. My company files and all our project work, everything was on the computer. Everything is gone. They stole it. And you have been using Gotbackup for the past 2, 3, 4, 5 months, or even a year. And imagine you did not tell your brother. You think you'll forgive yourself? Because you could have helped salvage the situation. You could have saved him. If you probably had recommended that and he had listened to you, he would have his stuff up in the cloud. So he loses his computer. All he needs to get, Gotbackup system will clone your computer when you are using it. So Gotbackup wants, so if you are here and you are in Africa, you have a great prospect. You know why? Because Gotbackup has not even reached 5,000 in the whole of Africa, maybe over 3,000 or something like that. But you know the number of Africa, is over 1.6 billion people. And we are just at the surface. So you are fortunate to be here because this is just starting. You want to get started with the $120 or the equivalent. If you're in Ghana, the equivalent in CDs, you can use the existing rates, or wherever country you might be joining from, just use that, or just take note, it's $120 for the family package. And then you also have Dr. Hansen talked about the Gotbackup Pro, which for the word, it is $500 one-time setup fee. However, if you are in Ghana, I got good news for you. Now, this is secret. Don't say this to anyone who's not part of this. You know why? Because there's a special arrangement. Gotbackup has waived the one-time fee. I think that Ghana has a special, the CEO has a special thing for Ghana. So they were here in Ghana for the first time in Africa. They were here somewhere in November of last year, okay? So recently was just announced that the Gotbackup Pro one-time fee, which is $500, has been waived. So you pay $0 to get it set up. If you are a family pack user of Gotbackup, just upgrade, okay? Or if you are fresh on this call and you want to get started with the family, with the Gotbackup Pro, which has immense benefits, just ask the person, tell them I need to get the link that will waive the $500, and you will pay only $200 for a whole year, okay? And that will include the Gotbackup Pro tools, plus the 6 terabyte and all the other benefits that were talked about, okay? So don't forget this. Is going to be $220, okay? $220. You will get the Gotbackup Pro, including the family package. Then, if you are here and you know a company, an organization that are big in data production, 6 terabyte is too small for them, okay? Like school, hospital, and churches, and some big institutions, they want a lot more space. So the enterprise solution will do. All right. And how much is this? The enterprise solution, the one-time setup fee is $700. And then they will pay yearly 600 US dollars a year, or $60 a month. But remember, the setup fee is one time. It's only $700. And how much will they get? 20 terabyte. That's 20,000 gigabyte of cloud space. Huge, really huge. So it's for big institution. And they will appreciate this, because if other cloud services are offering you this kind of space, just imagine. You saw how they compare when it came to 6 terabyte. Number of them, it was really, really big. So then, now, if you are a strategic partner, what do you benefit in financially, monetarily, from Gotbackup in monetary terms? Gotbackup pays 7 different commissions, or you can call it bonuses. Okay, 7 of them. One of them is instant, and you can make that every day, every hour, every minute possible. It's called the customer acquisition bonus, and that's the only bonus which you can which Gotbackup you can earn every day if you do what it requires every day. And but the rest of the 6, they are all paid per month. It is paid to strategic partners every month. That is, if you do what is required. It's not automatic. If you are a strategic partner, you get it. No, work needs to be done, but Gotbackup will pay. Now, the customer acquisition bonus says whenever Gotbackup acquires a customer through you, say you told your brother about there's a Gotbackup, how he can secure his data, and he got started with the family pack. Gotbackup says we'll pay you 50% of the annual cost of the family pack, 99.97, but let's call it $100. $50, 50% of $100 is how much? Is $50. Technically, there's a 3 cents missing. It's actually 49.97, but let's call it $50. It's easy for calculation. All right. So $50, that's one person. Now, what if you could do 2 in a day? That's $100 a day. What if you do 10 in a week? That's $500 you earn in a week only from customer acquisition bonus. The first one. All right. Now you could say I can do 1 every single day for 1 month. If you do 1 every single day for 1 month, that's 1,500 US dollars a month added to whatever you are already making, whatever else you are doing. But remember, this is only commission or bonus number 1 of Gotbackup. Incredible commissions, right? Yes, and people are earning some already on this project. Now, if the person gets, or the institution gets, the enterprise solution, guess what? You will get 25% of the annual package of the enterprise solution. How much is 25%? And what is the annual package? It's $600 per year. 25% of $600 is $150. If you do 10 of that, that's $1,500. Okay, 5 of that, that's $750. That's your earning only by helping people, show them where they can get their digital asset secured. And Gotbackup is the best choice right now. Then we have the Gotbackup Pro. All right, you also earn on that as well. So on the earnings, let's finally look at, of course, I mentioned that there are 7 bonuses. I only talked about the first one, but all the other bonuses you get paid in a month, within a month, or at the end of the month, when the commissions are calculated and you qualify for them, what is required, we do them and you get paid. And if you think I'm joking, we will look at some random incomes of people, all right, who have made at least some earnings from Gotbackup, all right. Remember, Gotbackup is only 3 years old, the project. 3 years old, and already it will blow you away what people are earning on the project as we speak. But let's look at this bonus line, or this earning line. It's called the cycle match bonus. Okay. All right. So you get paid all from tier 1 cycle, tier 2 generations, bonus, dynamic compressions, which is called DC, then rank pool, leadership. They're all commissions that people earn. But our interest is the one that's highlighted yellow. So I'll make some assumptions here. First of all, let's know this. For you to earn this, you must be a sapphire on the project. Now, who's a sapphire? Well, the project has, some metals, okay, to recognize people and pay them appropriately. So if a person Gotbackup gets one customer through you, you are called a bronze, okay? If Gotbackup gets 2 through you, you are called a copper. Of course, where you place them really matter. You'll be guided on that. Then you have silver, which requires one other thing to do. Then you have gold, platinum, sapphire, and then emerald, ruby, and then you have all the diamonds, okay, up to black diamond. But for this commission we are about to talk about, it starts from sapphire. So you need to aspire to become sapphire, and then you will start earning, you start seeing this commission. All right. So first of all, let's say you have over the years, over the months, brought in a number of people, you help a number of people to see this project, or to get their digital life secured. All right. So many of them. But I want to take just 10, maybe there were 30 people you directly brought or sponsor. Sponsor means you directly spoke to them on this project you brought. So I'm going to take only 10 of your 30. Now, the other assumption is that you have worked with those people, and monthly they are earning about $1,000. They could have earned $100, 200, 4,000, but let's use 1,000. It's easy for my calculation, right? For the ease of calculation, let's use $1,000. So 10 people that you brought in, making 1,000. All right, clear? Now, Gotbackup cycle commission says if you are sapphire, you will make 25% on whatever those people are earning in a month, and we say it's 1,000. So if a person is earning 1,000, you will earn 25% of 1,000. How much is that? $250 US. $250 US times 10, that's $2,500, and that would be your earning for cycle match bonus as a sapphire. If you are an emerald, you will make 50%. How much is 50% of $1,000? It's $500. 500 times 10, imagine, that's 5,000. Now, what if there were 15? What if there were 25? What if there were 50? Because you have no limit to the number of people you can bring onto the project. So you can see the earning potential is incredible. Now, take a note at this. If you are a diamond, any of the diamond, look at it. You see that each diamond makes 100%. Okay, so you want to aspire to be a diamond. All right, even if it took you 5 years to become a diamond, is worth it. Why? Because watch this. If you help 10 people to make $1,000 and you are a diamond, you will make 100% of what they are of that $1,000. And how much is 100% of $1,000? It's 1,000. 1,000 multiplied by 10, that's $10,000. What if there were 25 people? What if there were 50 people? What if there were 200 people? And remember where this is going. This is not going to stop. And there will be people that will be making this money, will be getting on this project. There are people getting on this project every single day. And that is why you want to be in this space, because of where this is going, guys. Incredible potential this has. So you can in the next 3, 4, 5 years, I have no doubt some people will be making 10, 15, not 10, because already people started making $10,000. People have made $10,000 in a month. So we're looking at $15,000, $20,000, $30,000, going forward in a month. All right. Now, just as by the way of summary, an incredible project. You know that the best cloud storage so far. You can see with the bulk emailing system, it is for unlimited number of devices. Security is top notch, 256-bit encryption. When it's moving to the cloud, coming back, the protocols are there, secure. This is for technical people, but for ordinary people like you and me, you wouldn't understand all of that. So that it gives you strategic partnership offer. Mentorship is great on this project. We do trainings, regular trainings. We have the technical support from the company. Then we also have regular business presentations. So you don't need to know how to present. All you need to know which platform you can plug in your people. You want to let them know about the project. Just invite them to one of our meetings like this, either online or in-person meetings. So the community leveraging on this project is just mind-blowing. So how much do you need to get started? $120 will start you on the Gotbackup service as a strategic partner. If you just want to use the service, I don't want to make any money. Even if I introduce my brother, you can take the money. I don't want that. $100 a month. $100 a year. That's all you need to get started. But 6 terabyte of space and all the other benefits that come with it. How do you pay? If you have a Visa, just use your Visa card or your MasterCard, or debit card or prepaid card. Any one of them work. If you don't have any of those or they're not active, you can give the money in cash to the person and say, "Hey, I have cash. I want to get started." Maybe equivalent, it should be plus minus 1,500 Ghana cedis if you're in Ghana. So you can send it to the person through Momo, and they will create something called the prepaid link for you, probably using their card to create that link, which has some small charges. Okay, but they can help you do that, and you can buy the service. So just like any other cloud service offered, what is Google, iCloud, just how you pay. You pay online, and that is what you get from here as well. So yes, I mentioned the CEO and his wife were in Ghana in November. Yeah, that's the Cloud Revolution Experience 2025. It was the city was locked down at East Legon Mensvik Hotel on this day, and the hall couldn't accommodate the people that came for this event. And it was a great event. There was an award ceremony as well, and really it was a turning point for many on that day. So it's a project, guys, that everyone can afford, and it's a service everybody needs. People need this. People are losing their precious memories, data, documents. Why? Because they are losing their gadgets. All right. So you have an opportunity to show people what never again they should lose their data, and you have an option for them, and they will be thanking you. Okay. So I want to say a big thank you for your time, and speak with the one who invited you and ask them, what do I do next? And they'll give you all the details and what you need to do. If you have some questions, we'll open the line. You can ask them. And you can also ask the one who invited you. They'll be able to clarify anything that you may have missed out or you will need some clarity on. Okay, but it's a project that has great prospects and is going somewhere. Just before I close, let me give you a snippet of what some legitimate earnings, okay, how some legitimate earnings have come about. But before I do that, let me make a disclaimer, all right? What you're going to see is not a guarantee of earnings. This is exactly what you're going to make, because this required the people that earn some of this, they put in, their efforts. It depends on individual commitment, your skills, your time you invested, and your consistency and strategies. Okay, so your success depends on you. You can come in and even be more successful than someone who started months or years, before. But Gotbackup reward people. So see, there's a random income at the top there. You see about 10,000 US dollars were credited to that account. All right, from Global Virtual Opportunities. If you're on the call earlier, you know who Global Virtual Opportunity is, right? Global Virtual Opportunities is the mother of Gotbackup, okay? And they do the payment. You see $3,900. That account was credited with 5,420 something. This other one in the middle, that account from their virtual office, that person made in 30 days 7,000 US dollars. Okay. At the bottom is a Ghanaian account, is over 72,000. It was credited from Global Virtual Opportunity. You have 6,000 and 8,000 and so on. Guys, this is real. It's not a joke. So I want to say thank you. Let's open up. If you have any questions, please, you may go ahead and ask. Just before do that, just a second.